everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs, and today my box is one for spring, Easter. I picked the DSP that had the Easter eggs on it, and inside are 5 foil Easter eggs. You could fill it a little bit higher, but then you're going to have to do some bending up here probably. I made it so that you don't have to pinch in the sides, but without having to do any extra pinching at the top, it will fit 5 of the Hershey Easter eggs. Okay, I'm using the Seasonal Celebrations stamp set. It has no dies, and today we're doing the Daffodil. I tried out the bunny, but I really think that the bunny from, you can make this box with the bunny from the Easter basket DS bundle would look very cute. Any of the images from there would look really cute. If you were going to just stamp this image on a rectangle, it looks great. But fussy cutting this, for some reason I'm having a hard time. So that's my advice for this. I did fussy cut this and I had no problem. There's a shamrock, great for today. A party hat, graduation, and then hearts and flowers on the strip. Okay, so this is pretty quick and easy. We need just these 2 pieces. We need some basic white for stamping. And since this Easter Joy cardstock DSP is kind of like cardstock, we're just gonna make the box right out of it. So we need a piece. I picked the Easter eggs that is 9 by 6. Okay, so let me get my Simply Scored. Before I say anything, I have 2 of the Easter basket bundle kits, not the bundle. The bundle's not included, but the kits are, I have 2 already packaged up and ready to mail if anyone is interested. They're $30 plus shipping. All right, we're going to start on the 9-inch side and score at 1 and 5. Now turn it to the 6-inch side and score at 1/2, 1, 2 3/4, 3 1/4, 3 3/4, and 5 1/2. All right, now you get the long way here. Let's fold and burnish that. That's not any problem at all. Okay, and then when we're fold and burnishing this side. Now, all right, so we have 2 1/2-inch rectangles here, 2 here, and 1 here. We're going to leave the 1 there alone for now. And the 2 here and 2 here, that middle line, we're going to fold towards the pattern we want. Okay, because that's the one that's going to go in right here. All right, and then fold the rest of them the normal way with the wrong sides together. Okay, and these 2 should start to kind of look like an accordion right here. All right, now there's going to be silver showing from the underneath of this paper. I think it looks cool, actually, so we're not going to do anything about that. All right, we're going to be cutting it when it's up and down like this, and we're going to have, yes, the single 1/2-inch rectangle here, and then there is a 1-inch strip on the bottom. And this is what we're going to be doing. Okay. All right. Okay, go to the first score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge up. Okay, we're going to go to the second score line, skip this middle one, and then go to the next score line and cut them to the first score line. Now these are 2 separate rectangles, but we're going to treat it as a square and wedge both sides. Okay, so it pinches in the middle, but that's okay. All right, and then go to the next score line, cut it to the first score line, and wedge these two sides. Okay, so that is your bottom. These are the two tabs. And then your two rectangles, and then it's wedged up there. Okay, now turn it so that that single 1/2 inch rectangle is over here. Okay, we're going to count 5 score lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to cut that to the first score line. And then we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rectangles off. Okay. All right, and then we're going to go to the next score line and cut it to the first score line, and then wedge this one. This one over these, any of the ones with the 2, we leave straight. All right, and that's what your cardstock should look like when you're done. All right, now we need some tear-in tape, and we're going to put it on the single 1/2 inch rectangle that we wedged. Oops, and I'm out of that. This lasts a really long time, the tear-in tape, and it's fabulous. Put that on the 1/2 inch rectangle close to the score line and take off the backing. Okay. Now we're going to flip the whole thing over, flip over the side with the tape, and then you might have to fold this a little just because we have that bend to make this last rectangle match up. It's not as easy as some of them because we have the folds, but you just attach it with the line right at the edge of this larger rectangle and you're good, or anywhere close. Okay, and then these will be poking in. All right, now the bottom, we're going to ignore that these are bent and just put them in. Put some glue on them. And then this is the back right here, so we're going to flip that first and put the front flap down last. You could do this with cardstock too and add some DSP on the flap in the front and back. Okay, I got my foil eggs. They're Hershey's at Walmart. They went up this year. They're $5.49, I believe. I'm going to put them in. Whoops. Squeeze the top flat and then that's your box. All right, before we do anything, this Shamrock Bordered Ribbon is retired, but I never used it, so I wanted to use it on at least one project. But you could use the blue, what is it? Oh, the 1/8 inch blue ribbon or the 1/4 inch blue ribbon, blue gingham ribbon would also work too. Okay, all right, now we're going to do our stamping. And we need our basic white. I'm using Shamrock and Daffodil Delight. So let's do the stem first with Shamrock. And then the flower with Daffodil Delight. I did it first in Lemon Lolly to match some of the eggs, but I think it comes out better in the darker Daffodil Delight. Great. And I'm going to cut these out. Okay, so I cut them out. I just fussy cut them. We need our box. And I'm going to put the stem kind of slanted right about there, because then when we put the flower on, it fits nicely there. All right, so let me pencil. Just going to put a little V there so I know where that V is. Oh, I drew it on there. Oh, no, it's there. Okay, and I'm going to put some glue on here. Great. And then some dimensionals. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I learned a few things. I cannot go on stage yet because I'm not a silver elite demonstrator. I'm only silver, which I might just say because I need 4 people underneath me and I only have 1 right now. So 4 demonstrators that have joined under me. So I probably will just look from afar for a while yet. But they have a new stamp pad. I saw it. It's in 2 pieces and they're magnets. So you can either pull it up and put it on the bottom or open it like a book and it'll stay magnetic there. So it's very cute. And they're also a different, I think they're the linen, which might have been originally, they had the linen before the foam. And I also saw one of the new in colors, and the new in color paper is pretty. I love it this year. And one of them is something hydrangea. It's gorgeous. And they're going to have like their own kind of Wink of Stellas, but in all of our colors, which is going to be really cool. But that's what I took off of line this weekend when people were there. I'm just going to put the Wink of Stella right on this top part of the daffodil. And then for the final touch, I'm going to use these 24 to 26 in color flat pearls. And I'm going to put, yeah, this is up too high. There we go. A large and a small right here. And then a medium up on this petal right there. And this was pretty quick and easy. You don't have to cut DSP pieces. You make it out of the DSP. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or if you would like one of those 2 kits that I have left, please let me know. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I will see you next time. Happy St. Patty's Day. Bye.